Today, I'm going to walk you through how you can build yourself a membership website with WordPress by making use of what I humbly believe is the absolute best plugin for WordPress membership websites, and that's going to be MemberPress. Now, MemberPress is not a free plugin, and there is no free version of the plugin. It costs $149 per year for one site, but trust me when I say that if you're serious about building yourself a fully functional membership website, this plugin is a worthy investment, because with this plugin, there's pretty much nothing that you cannot do with the plugin. You can create different types of membership plans. You can install payment gateways to accept payments for those membership plans. You can charge your members in different formats. You can install different kinds of add-ons like Elementor, ActiveCampaign, BuddyPress, Beaver Builder. Lots of all these add-ons do work with the plugin. And also with the plugin, you can even add courses. So it's not just about you creating blog articles for your membership website. You can also create courses with this plugin. Again, trust me when I say this plugin has everything that you need to build yourself a fully functional membership website. Let me just mention that if you don't have the money, but you're still interested in building yourself a membership website, you can check out the Paid Memberships Pro plugin. There is a free version and there is also the paid version of the plugin. The challenge, obviously, with the free version is that the functionalities are pretty limited. You will still be able to build yourself a membership website, but you will be restricted when it comes to different kinds of functionalities. Now, if you want to compare the paid version of the Paid Memberships Pro plugin with MemberPress, honestly, MemberPress is better. Paid Memberships Pro is even more expensive. It has a bit more add-ons, but MemberPress just takes the cake for me. It is the absolute top-notch plugin for building WordPress membership websites. Now, if you're interested, let me just quickly say this. If you're interested in learning how to use both the free version and the paid version of Paid Memberships Pro plugin, and also Learn Dash, which is strictly for creating online courses for your membership website, you can check out my course on the webmonkeyacademy.com called the Complete WordPress Membership Course Build to Website. So in this course, I'll show you how to build two different types of membership websites, one with the Paid Memberships Pro plugin and then one with Learn Dash. You can also check it out on Udemy as well. You can see right now on Udemy, it is a bestseller. I will have a coupon for you for $9.99. You can buy the course on the webmonkeyacademy.com for $9.99, and it's going to be available for the first 50 users. I cannot create a coupon for Udemy because it will expire in 5 days. So I just wanted to let you know. Now, regarding the actual contents of this lesson, I'm not going to start from the very basics like how to build or how to install WordPress or how to build a page or things like that. The ideal candidate for today's lesson should be somebody who is already familiar with WordPress, and in fact somebody who already has a built website with content and just wants to learn how to convert that site to a membership website. In fact, this is already what I have right now on the site we'll be working with. You can see I do have several articles with different categories. So ideally, before you begin this lesson, you should have yourself some content, have different kinds of posts with different categories, and then you will be ready to take the course. Now, if you're somebody who is brand new to WordPress and you don't know how to install WordPress, I do have several tutorials here on YouTube. In fact, I have one that's almost 5 hours. In fact, it's more than 5 hours in length. It is how to build a WordPress website. You can check it out. It's over 5.5 hours. So in here, I cover everything you need to know about WordPress, from installing WordPress to WordPress security, WordPress SEO. Check it out. And you can also check out my most viewed video here on YouTube, which is the Elementor masterclass, where I show you how to build a website with Elementor. Again, it's here on YouTube, so I've pretty much covered everything you need to know to get yourself up and running. However, like I said, if you're somebody who already has a WordPress website, you already have your content, you are ready to begin today's lesson. Let me just say one last thing. I am an affiliate for MemberPress. What this means is that if you decide to buy the plugin, maybe you become convinced that the plugin is indeed what you're looking for, please do use my affiliate link in the description box below. What that means is that when you buy the plugin with my link, I will get a small commission. It's a good way to support me and support what I'm doing here on this channel. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Okay, so I just want to mention one thing before we begin, and that is regarding expectations when taking this tutorial. I am not building a membership website from the ground up, which means I'm not going to spend time with choosing a theme, installing other kinds of plugins, and designing the about page, the contact page, things like that. Ideally, you should already have yourself a website with content, and you're just looking to learn how to turn that website into a membership website by making use of the MemberPress plugin. So think of this tutorial as more of a MemberPress tutorial as opposed to building a WordPress membership website. I hope that makes sense. I just want you to have the right expectations before you begin this tutorial. Again, I already have my website, coursetyrant.com. I have lots of posts from different categories, and this is what I'm going to be working with. I will be working with the default WordPress 2021 theme as well, and that's pretty much it. Let's now begin the actual tutorial itself. Alrighty, so as you can see right now, I have activated the MemberPress plugin, and when you do the same, you want to activate your license key. So come down here to settings, you'll see the license tab. You will now find the box where you can add your license key and then activate your plugin. If you don't activate the plugin, it's not going to work. Now, pages, when you click on pages, you should see thank you, account, and login. These three pages have been created for you by default when you activated the plugin, and you can confirm this by going over to your pages, and you should see account, login, and thank you. All right, let's close this. Now let's go over to payments, and we want to add two payment gateways, preferably Stripe and PayPal. So I'm going to click on the plus button right here, and let's first of all add Stripe. Okay, and then I'm going to name it Stripe right here, Stripe, and then I'm going to click on the connect with Stripe button. Now you will have to first of all connect to your MemberPress account, and then after you've connected to your MemberPress account, you'll then have to connect to your Stripe account as well. Now the reason why you don't see that is because I've already done this before, so the system remembers me, and so from here, basically, I'm just going to have to select the account I'd like to use with my MemberPress website. I'm going to choose test site, but of course, you'd want to go with the account you actually have on Stripe. So I'm going to click on connect right now, and that's pretty much it. It's very, very straightforward and not difficult at all. Okay, so there you go. I do have the Stripe payment gateway right here connected. Next is I'm going to go ahead now, click on the plus button to add PayPal. So I'm going to choose PayPal standard right here. Okay, and I'm going to choose PayPal as the name. And then I'll add the primary email as well for PayPal, which is going to be alex@monkeyonline.com. And there you go. Let's go ahead now and update our options. And there you go. So we've got Stripe and we have PayPal. Ideally, of course, you want to have at least one payment gateway that your members can use to pay for their subscriptions. All right, next up is going to be the emails tab. And this is where you can configure the different types of emails on your site. You can configure things like the send welcome email, the send payment receipt notice. So as an example, if you want to configure the welcome email sent to new members, you can click on the edit button right here. And then right here, you're going to have the template. So it's going to say, welcome to, and then the name of your website. You can add a custom name right here if you want to. But then right here, you have these, what you might call shortcodes. So you have user underscore first underscore name. So basically, this email will say welcome and then the person's first name. And then you will have the message here. You can log in here, and then they will have the link to the login page. And then they will have their username and the password that they use to sign up. And then cheers the blog name team. So your website's name will appear here. But of course, you can configure all of these to however you want to customize your message. You can add an image right here. You can change the message, do whatever you want to do. And then right here, this is where you have all the additional fields that you can use. So you can use the person's email, you can use the person's last name, the person's address, things like that, all to configure the welcome email that they will receive. All right, let's reset back to the default. And let's scroll down here. So you have all the other kinds of emails that you can configure, send upgraded subscription notice. All of these right here would be for the user. But then right here, you also have the emails for the admin, for you. So for example, you can add the email address for receiving notifications, and you can configure the kind of email that you will get when somebody has signed up, when somebody's, when you want to send a payment receipt notice to a member, things like that. When somebody has canceled their subscription notice, you can configure all these kinds of emails specifically for you. And you can also send a test. As an example, you click on send test right here for the new sign up notice. You click on send test, and then the test will be sent to the email that you've added in here. Make sure that you run the test and then make sure that you've actually received the emails. And then right here, of course, you can include your privacy policy link if you want to. And then, of course, you can configure the send mail from and then the from email. So, of course, you'd want to add the name of your website right here, or you could add your own name right there, just any name that your members will be able to recognize you, and then use your email address right here. Let's go ahead, update options. And then you also have marketing, and I don't really want to go into this. You have info, where you can add your merchant business address. You have general, where you can add things like your language code, your currency code, things like that. You can block search engines if you want to. You've got taxes. So if you want to charge tax payments for your members, you can click in here, click the box right here, and then configure taxes however you want to. And then you also have courses that you can use to create courses with MemberPress. We will talk about this a bit later. But going back here, you have your account field. And this is actually quite important because in here, you can configure things like permissions for members, non-members, things like that. So on the permissions, for example, you have the default disable the WordPress admin bar for members. So if you don't want your members to be able to access the WordPress backend, and I would recommend you don't allow them to do so, keep this box checked. Allow members to cancel their own subscriptions, absolutely. Keep members out of the WordPress dashboard, absolutely. Allow members to pause and resume their own subscriptions. Now, this is not a very common feature, but hey, if you want them to be able to do so, you click on the box right here, and your members will now be able to simply pause and resume their own subscriptions. Okay, you've got other things like the registration. Would you like to show the password strength meter? I would very, very, very highly recommend that you show this, and that you also require a strong password or even stronger, okay? Because it's good for security. You want your members to be using strong passwords. You don't want them using weak passwords on your website. Now, the recommended is to show and require a medium password or stronger, but I would recommend that you go with the strong password or even stronger. And then you have all the additional options in here that are pretty straightforward. You have your login and log out. Now you could decide to use MemberPress login page URL. Okay, so you can check in the box right here. So members will actually have to use the login page URL created by MemberPress itself. We will take a look at that a bit later. And then you have the URL to direct member to after login. So once a member has logged in to your website, where would you like to redirect them to? You could redirect them to the My Account page. You could redirect them to a very special page, things like that. You can add the link right here. And then if a member logs out, would you like to redirect them to a particular kind of page? This is where you would add the link to. All right, last but not least, we do have the account page welcome message. So this is the text that will appear below the navigation on the account page. So you can do things like welcome to, I'm going to add the name of my website right here, Course Tyrant, and I will say this is your account page. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and update my options. And there you go. Let's try to take a look at the My Account page now. Let's see, view account page. And there you go. So it says, welcome to Cost Tyrant. This is your account page. So you can just configure a special message for your members whenever they access their my account page. And then last but not least, we do have the fields. So you have your logged in purchases. Show the fields below for logged in purchases. So you can show things like the name fields, the address fields, things like that. You can add additional fields in here if you want to. So for example, you could type in something like, let's say, the phone number. You can add something like a phone number right here. And then you can add a default value. And then you can make it so that users will have to provide their phone number whenever they are signing up. So you can check the box right here to show at sign up, and then make it required as well. So you can really configure the kinds of information you want your users to provide before they're able to register on your website. Let's just look at this as an example. So I'm going to go ahead now and update the options. Okay, so we have the phone field, we have name fields, and we also have the address fields as well. Now, if I go back to my account page and I refresh, now if I scroll down here, you will now see that the phone field has now been added, and you can see the asterisks indicating that users must fill in their phone number before they can also save their profile. So I'm going to go ahead, update options, and there you go. The next thing we're going to do right now is to create our membership plans, and I'm going to create 2 of them. So the first one I'm going to create is going to be the standard membership plan. So I'm going to click on add new for memberships right here. So I'm going to name this one the standard membership. Okay, and then you can add a description. So I'm going to say this membership will provide you with access to the design and security articles. Okay. All right, now over here to the right, we do have the membership terms. First of all, the price, how much for the membership. I'm going to go with $9.99. And then the billing type, you have different options. You can go with recurring or one time. I'm going to go with recurring, and then I'm going to say every month $9.99. But you have all the flexibility in the world right here, because you can actually go with a custom recurring period, and then you can say things like every 2 months or every 2 weeks, or you can even say every 3 weeks or every 7 weeks or every 7 months or whatever. You have the option to do so right here. You can go yearly, weekly, every 3 months, every 6 months, and so on and so forth. I'm going to go with monthly, and then right here you can provide a trial period. So for example, you could say, okay, I'm going to offer you a 1-day free trial where you can access the contents for the design and security. And then you can also charge a special fee for the trial period. So you can say something like maybe like $1, which is actually quite common for many trial periods. You can just charge $1 for a day. They will have access to the design and security articles. And then you will say, of course, allow only 1 trial, obviously. I'm going to remove the trial period, and then right here you have the limit payment cycles. So you can click in here, and then you can say things like, okay, I'm going to charge a maximum of 2 payments or a maximum of 3 payments. And then once the member has paid $9.99 for a maximum of 3 times, what would you like to happen? Would you like to expire their access to the membership plan? Or maybe you want to now provide them with a lifetime access, or then maybe you can expire access after maybe 1 day or 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months. So you have all the power to fully customize how you want to charge for your membership plans. I'm going to remove the limit payment cycles and just keep things simple. $9.99 every month, it's recurring. And then right here, let's scroll down. We do have the membership options. So you have the registration button, so you can customize this to say sign up for the membership plan, or sign up for the starter membership plan or something like that. And then you can also say this membership is tax exempt. It's up to you. You can enable a custom thank you page specifically for this membership. So you can tick the box right here, and then you can either go with the enable custom thank you message, or you can enable a custom thank you page. So you can create a custom page thanking them for specifically signing up for the standard membership. But I'm going to go with the enable custom thank you message instead. So, excuse me. So right here, I'm just going to say thank you for signing up for the standard membership plan. And then you can say, okay, this plan now offers you access to this content, it offers you access to these videos, and so on and so forth. Of course, you can also send the membership specific welcome email to the user. You can send a test. I'm going to tick the box right here. You can also customize the payment method specifically for this membership plan. So you can go with either you only want to accept Stripe, or maybe you only want to accept PayPal for this particular plan. But we're not customizing anything in here. We're accepting both PayPal and Stripe as well. And of course, you can also customize the user information fields for this very specific kind of membership plan. Okay, next up, we do have the permissions. Okay, who can purchase? I'm sorry, you have the first one right here. Allow users to create multiple active subscriptions to this membership. No, members can only buy one standard membership plan. They can't buy multiple standard membership plans. So I'm not going to tick the box right here. But who can purchase this membership? Well, ideally everyone, but maybe you want members to be able to only buy this membership. So maybe you have like a very special like super membership plan that's only available to your existing members. Then you can choose members right here. You can choose guests, or just go with everyone. And then if anybody tries to access the content that falls under the standard membership plan, the default message will say you don't have access to purchase this item. I'm sorry, if they try to actually purchase this membership plan, and if for some reason you've chosen a particular group of people, say for example members, right? Anyone who isn't a member who then tries to purchase this membership plan will then receive this message. So do forgive my slip up right there. Okay. Let's now move on to the price box. And of course, right here again, you can customize how the standard membership plan would look like on the front end. So you can go with, like, say, for example, highlighted. Okay, so you would have the most popular message show up here if you choose highlighted. You can customize the standard membership. You can go with the pricing display. So you can just go with the regular $9.99 right here, or you could just choose auto and let the MemberPress plugin decide how best to display your pricing. You can add the heading text right here. And of course, you can add benefits. So for example, I will say access to security content. Let's add another one, access to the design content. Okay. And then of course, if your own membership plan has other benefits like, access to Facebook group, access to phone calls, things like that, of course you can add everything in here as well. You can also add your footer text, and then customize the button text as well, and then choose the button position for the sign up button. You will see how this looks like from the front end, but for now this is okay. And now I'm going to go with advanced. Okay, so membership access URL. All right, and it says this is the URL where those who purchase this membership can get the content they now have access to. So say for example, you've created a very special blog page that will show all the articles on the design and security. You can add the link to that page right here so that members who have now purchased this plan will be able to access that URL and will be able to access the blog page containing the design and security articles. You have your membership price and terms. You can go with a custom message right here if you want to. So you click on custom and then you can add the price and terms. But I'll just recommend you go with the default, which MemberPress will provide for you. And then of course you can also provide the custom login with direct URLs. So say for example, a standard member, when they log in, maybe you want to redirect them to a very special page specifically for the standard member. So you can add the URL right here, but I'm not going to do that. And then last but not least, you do have the user roles for this membership. So if you check the box right here, maybe you want to assign a particular role to users who purchase this plan. So if you're using another kind of plugin for creating, special roles on your website, you can use the plugin and then you can now choose the role that will be tied specifically with those that purchase the standard membership plan right here. So you do have that option. All right, last but not least, I'm going to choose a featured image for this particular membership. So I do have it right here, standard membership, which I designed with Canva. So I'm going to click on set featured image, and then I'm just going to go ahead now and simply hit publish. And there you go. Now I can click on view membership right here. And now you can see we have standard membership, and then we have the featured image, and then we have the short description, we have the price, and then we have the fields for, the first name, address fields, phone number fields as well. And then users can pay with either Stripe or with PayPal. Let me make one very, very quick change to my theme. I'm going to change the background. I am using the 2021 theme, so I'm just going to go ahead and change this to the white background so that everything blends in, and there you go, looking much better already. So that's pretty much how to add the standard membership plan, or how to add a membership plan in general. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and add a second membership plan, which is actually going to be the premium membership plan that will offer access to all the content on the website. Alrighty, so as you can see right now, I have added the premium membership plan, and it basically just says this plan offers access to all the premium content on the website. It's going to be $19.99 per month and has the same registration, permissions, things like that. And then I also used the premium membership image for this particular membership plan. You can view the membership, and there you go. So now we've got two membership plans on our website, one that costs $9.99 per month, while the other costs $19.99 per month. And of course, you can create as many membership plans as you want, and you can customize how much you're going to charge for each one of them. So now that we now have our two membership plans, it is time to create some rules that we can use to restrict content based on the membership of the user. I'm going to click on rules right here, and then click on add new. And then from here, we have the protected content. And if I click on the box right here, I can choose the particular kind of content I want to protect. Now, I could go with posts categorized, okay? However, you also have all content categorized as another option. The difference between all content categorized and posts categorized is if on your membership website, all the content you have are just basically posts, then you can go with posts categorized. However, if you have a membership website where you have posts, but you also have other types of content like, let's say, lessons or courses or images, in such a scenario, you'd want to go with all content categorized, and then you would name the category which all that content falls under. In my case, I'm only working with posts. I'm going to go with post categorized. And then from here, I can type in the category of post I want to protect. So let's say in this case right now, I wanted to protect the WordPress security posts. I'll click on SEC right here and then choose WordPress security as the category of post I want to protect. And then right here, I can add the access conditions. Who should have access to this particular category of posts? I'm going to come in here right now. I'm going to choose membership, and then I can choose either premium or standard. However, since both of these membership plans should provide access to WordPress security, I'm going to choose premium membership first of all, and then I'm going to click on the plus button right here, choose membership again, and I'll choose standard. So now basically any user that has either the premium membership or the standard membership will have access to all my posts that fall under the category of WordPress security. That's exactly how this works. You have your partial content codes right here that you can use to display specific information for people who are logged in that have this membership plan, and then for those who don't have the authority to access this content. I'm going to go ahead and close that one. And then right here, you could enable drip if you wanted to. So you just click on the box right here, and then you can enable how you want to drip the content. So you can drip the content, let's say, every 2 days after the member registers, or at a particular fixed date, and so on and so forth. And you can also enable the expiration of this content for the user. So you can say, expire this content, let's say 100 days after the member has registered, or on a fixed date, or if the member purchases another membership plan, things like that. Again, you have all the flexibility in the world right here. Okay, we have the unauthorized access. Unauthorized access handling for content protected by this rule. Okay, so if anybody tries to access this content, what will happen? You can choose to, first of all, show excerpts. Okay, so in this case right now, you can either decide to just show maybe like the first paragraph of the content to non-members, maybe to get them excited, to get them interested in becoming a member. So you could choose to just show the default excerpt, or you could go with the custom right here and you could say show the first 100 or 200 characters of your content. I'm going to go with the default, and then you have the unauthorized message, and you can decide to show a very specific message in here for anybody who doesn't have access. So I can click on custom right now and I can say you don't have access to the rest of this content because you are not a member, or because you're not a standard or premium member. I'm going to show you exactly how this looks like. Okay, so this will be displayed just beneath the excerpt of the post. And last but not least, we do have the login form. You can either decide to show it or hide it. Let's show the login form. I'm going to go ahead now and save the rule. And now let's see how this would look like from the front end for a non-member. All right, so as you can see right now, I'm trying to access the content as a logged out user, basically as a non-member. And you can see right now, this is one of the posts under WordPress security. And if I try to read the post, it says, you don't have access to the rest of the content because you're not a standard or premium member. And I do have the login form right here. So if you want to show part of the post to non-members, what you're going to do is you're going to come back in here, and where you have the unauthorized access, the excerpts in here, you can go to post excerpt to show maybe like the first paragraph of your post. I'm going to go ahead now, save the rule. Now let's go back to our website. Let's refresh the page. And now you can see that a logged out user or a non-member can read the excerpt of the post, like the first 5 or 6 lines. And then right here, it says you don't have access to the rest of the content because you are not a standard or premium member. And if they click on continue reading, it basically just takes them back to the same page. So this is how you can decide to show part of the content to non-members, and then if they want to access the remaining part of the content, they will have to become a member. I'm going to add one more rule to protect the posts under the category of SEO, and I'm choosing SEO specifically because remember that with my standard membership, users will have access to the design and security articles, but not the SEO articles. The SEO articles are reserved specifically for members with the premium membership. Now, if I go to my posts right here, you can see, because we just created the very first rule, right here you can see each post and then the membership plans that will grant access to those posts. Let's go ahead now and create the new rule for the SEO articles. I'm going to choose post categorized right here, and I'll type in SEO. So I have WordPress SEO right there. And then select type is going to be membership, and then is a premium membership. And there you go. Except I'm going to show the post excerpt, yes. And then the unauthorized message, I'm going to go with the custom message in here, and I'll say you need to be a premium, how do you spell premium? A premium member to view the rest of this article. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now, save the rule, and now if I go back in here to posts and I refresh, now you can see that the category of posts on the WordPress SEO now has the premium membership tagged or associated with them. So basically anyone who isn't a premium member will not be able to access the WordPress SEO articles, even if they are a standard member. All right, the time has now come for us to run a simulation. Basically, we are going to attempt to buy the standard membership and then see if we will then be able to gain access to the WordPress security articles. We also want to confirm that we're going to receive emails from the membership website telling us that, hey, you're welcome, you've signed up. And we're also going to confirm as an admin that we received an email when a user has signed up for our membership as well. Remember that all of these are available. If you go to MemberPress, you go to settings, you will have access to your emails tab. And then right here is where you can configure every kind of possible email. Also, under payments, I have gone ahead to switch the Stripe payment method to the test mode. You can see right now, I have checked the box for test mode. I'm going to go ahead now, update my options. Now, if you would like to learn how you can set up test payments with PayPal, with Stripe, you can check out my YouTube tutorial on WooCommerce 4.0, how to build a complete WooCommerce online store. And if you look at the timestamps, down here, I show you how to create sandbox accounts with PayPal, how to test payments with PayPal, how to set up your Stripe payments as well. Everything was discussed in full details in this particular video. So please, if you have any trouble or you need help setting up test payments with Stripe or PayPal, be sure to check out this tutorial. Okay, one more thing here is that we're going to view the standard membership. So I'm going to click on view right here. I'm going to grab this link, okay, and I'm going to go over to my Brave browser right here as a logged out user so that I can now view this membership and then buy it. I know that we've not yet added the links to the membership plans on our menu. We will do that later. But for now, let's attempt to buy the standard membership. So I'm going to come in here right now and add my name, Roland Javas, and I'm going to add an address right here. 304 Poplar Ridge Court. City is going to be Owings Mills. Country in this case would be the not the United Arab Emirates, but the United States. State province here is going to be Maryland. Zip code 21117. Phone number 443-722-9902. Something like that. And okay, so username, I'm going to call myself Javas. And I'm going to choose my Gmail account. Okay. And then password, I'm going to go ahead and add a very strong password. It's actually unbreakable. Wow, that's a very powerful password. Okay. And there you go. Okay. So I'm going to go with the Stripe payment method. I'm going to click on sign up. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add the test credit card with Stripe, which is 4242 4242 month September 2023, CVC 234, zip code 21117, and submit. Okay, so let's see if that worked. And there you go. Thank you for signing up for the standard membership plan. And now if I click on login as Roland, now if I try to access the article under WordPress security, let's see, you can see that I now have access to the full content because I have signed up as a standard member. However, let's try to access an article under WordPress SEO. It's right here, WordPress SEO. I click in there, and now it says you need to be a premium member to view the rest of these articles. So you can see right now it actually works. Let's go back to our back end right here as the admin. And if I refresh the back end, let's go to members. There you go. We now have Javas with the email on alex14@gmail.com. It's active. Javas Roland. He has the standard membership. He paid $9.99 and he has logged in once. You would also see on the subscriptions, you will see the subscription number and then of course the name of the person, Transactions, yep, it's right here, of course, via Stripe. Payment gateway was Stripe, and that's the transaction number as well. Let's take a look at the emails now. Alrighty, so as you can see right now, we got the first email, the payment receipt from Cost Tyrant saying, hey, this is your invoice number, and billed to me, my email address, and of course my physical address. And then of course, the message saying, thanks for purchasing the standard membership. You can log in right here, and then you can use the username and password. So you can see right now that Javas, the new member, has received emails from Cost Tyrant welcoming him to the membership website, as well as a receipt for his payment. Now, from the admin side, you can see that I've gotten an email from Cost Tyrant telling me that a new user has subscribed, and his name is Roland Javas. That's his email. And of course, from Cost Tyrant itself, we have the email saying there's a new sign up. His ID number is number 2, and of course, that's his name. And of course, confirmation that he did pay $9.99 via Stripe. And you can see right now that we're getting emails as the admin, and also Roland Javas is getting emails as a member as well. So as you can see right now, our membership plans are working perfectly well. We're accepting payments via Stripe, and the membership rules are also in effect. Let's now take a look at how we can display the registration pages to our non-members. As it is right now, there is no direct way for non-members to pay for the membership plan that they want to go with. The only pages we have are the thank you page, the account page, and then the login page. What about a page specifically for registration? Now, there are different ways how we can accomplish this, and I'm going to walk you through all of them. The first thing we're going to do right here is I'm going to add a new page. Okay, and let's just call this one membership plans. Okay, now I am using the Gutenberg page builder, by the way, and with MemberPress, you also have access to a very wide variety of shortcodes that you can use to display information. Now, specifically for membership plans, they do have this shortcode right here that you can use. And then all you need to do is to indicate the ID of the membership plan, and then it will display the registration form specifically for that membership plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this shortcode right here. You can pause the video and take a look at it, or you can just go to docs.memberpress.com and simply search for shortcodes. I'm going to go back in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all add the columns block, choose 50 by 50. And then in here, for the very first column, let's add the paragraph, and I'm going to paste the shortcode right there. Make sure that this is not pre-formatted. Okay, it's not pre-formatted. And then for the second column, I'm going to do the exact same thing, put a paragraph, and then simply paste the shortcode there as well. So what we need to do right now is to find the IDs of our membership plans. I'm going to go to memberships. And then right here, the first one here is 4785. That's for standard. 4789 is for premium. So 4785, 4789. Let's come in here. 4785, and then 4789. Okay. Now let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead now and publish the page. Publish. Let's view the page. And there you go. So right here we have membership plans, and of course this is for standard $9.99, and then this is for $19.99. That's for the premium. And of course we have the form as well as the Stripe and PayPal payment gateways. Now obviously you can go back in here and edit the page to add the headers for standard membership and then premium membership. You can do that right here with the Gutenberg page builder or whatever page builder that you are using. However, there's another way of displaying our plans. If you go back to your memberships right here, you have the actual URLs right here. So if I grab this, for example, I go in here, I paste and go. Now you can see we have the actual page itself for the premium membership plan that has the featured image for the product, and then also the short description, and then the registration form. So one thing you could do right now is if you want to display this on your main menu, check this out. I'm going to go over to Appearance, go to menus, okay, and then right here, go to your screen options. Very, very important. Go there, and now right here, you will see memberships. Click in there, and now if you go right here, you will see memberships right down here. So now you can add premium, you can add standard, and if you want, you can also add the page for the membership plans itself. Let's go ahead now, save the menu. And now if we go to our front end, now you can see we have premium membership. They click in there, it takes them to this page. They click on standard, it takes them to this page. And then you can also click on membership plans that will take them to the page that will compare both the standard, not necessarily compare, but actually show the two forms, the two registration forms for the standard and the premium membership plan. So this is how you can display the registration forms for your membership plans. Also, you have other kinds of shortcodes in here as well for displaying different kinds of information. So I'll recommend that you take a look at them as well. Let's now talk about the groups feature, and this is a fantastic way of displaying all our membership plans on one page, thus allowing non-members to compare them and decide which of the plans they want to go with. So what are we going to do right here? I'm going to go over to groups. I'm going to click on add new, and let's call this one our membership plans. Remember, we're creating a page where our non-members or members would be able to go to, and they will see all the membership plans and they will be able to compare them at a glance. So I'm going to come in here right now and paste some text. I just basically say below you can see and compare all our membership plans. Let's scroll down here and now take a look at this. We have the upgrade path. Basically, do you want your members to be able to upgrade their membership plans? Yes. So I'm going to tick the box right here. And then if they decide to switch from, let's say, standard to premium, would you like to reset the billing period? You can either tick the box here or not. It's all up to you. Now, you also have the downgrade path. So for example, if a user was on the premium membership plan and they chose not to continue with the plan, would you like to downgrade them to, let's say, the standard membership plan? Maybe, maybe not. However, before we can choose the option in here, we actually have to add all the memberships right here. So we have number one. First of all, I'm going to go with the standard membership, and then number two will be the premium membership. Now, this is very, very important because you want your most affordable plan to be the first one and your most expensive plan to be the last one. Okay, in my case right now, it's standard number one, premium number two. So right now we can go back to our downgrade path, and then we can choose which of these membership plans we want to downgrade our members to when they choose not to continue with their current membership plan. In my case, I'm just going to go with default. Okay. However, if you have a specific membership plan that you want to downgrade your members to, you can choose it right here. However, if you're not sure, just leave it on default. Okay. So I'm going to come down here, and yeah, so you can choose to disable the change plan pop-up, the disable pricing page. We're not going to do that. We're going to show both of them, and that is it. Okay, let's scroll back up here. I'm going to go ahead now and publish. Okay, now before we view this group, let's go back to our memberships. And I want to show you something. Okay, I'm going to go to standard membership. Let's edit. And then right here, remember when we created this membership plan where we have the price box, remember we did things like, add the title and then the benefits. Now I have added 2 additional benefits. I've added 2 coaching calls per month and then invitation to a Facebook group. Okay, and then for the premium membership plan, I did something similar. I added 3 more features. I said access to SEO content, 4 coaching calls per month, and then invitation to both Facebook and Slack groups. Okay, so now if we go over to our group and we click on view group, take a look at this. We now have both tables right here. We have all the features, and then we have the sign up button right there. So if you want to create a page like this that will show all your membership plans at a glance, allowing your users, your members, to come in there and just see what each plan has to offer and how much it is. This is how you would do so. Now, obviously, from a design perspective, you want to make sure that your tables are of the same height. So in my case right now, what I could simply do right here would just be to basically edit the text for my features so that the table will just be as tall as the one for the standard membership plan. But that's basically how to make use of your groups. And I should also mention that if you want to display the link to this particular page on your menu, you simply go back to the back end, go to appearance, go to menus, and then just like we did before, you go to your screen options, and then right here you tick the box that says groups, and now you will have access to the group right here. You go to groups, and then you have the membership plans, and then you can add that to your menu. Let's now talk about coupons, and this are pretty straightforward. So if you want to create a coupon, you go to coupons, click on add new, and then you can change the default code right here to something else. You can choose the kind of discount you're going with. Is it percentage or maybe strictly in terms of US dollars? So in this case, for example, let's say we're going with a 15% discount. And then you have your discount mode, standard, first payment, trial period, override. I'm going to go with standard. You have your usage count right here. This is, of course, infinity. But you can say maybe for 100 users, you have the discount, 15%. And then would you like to allow this on upgrades and downgrades? It's all relative. It depends on you. You can schedule the coupon start. So let's say, for example, it starts today, January 27th. And then it's going to end on, let's go with February 27th. So a whole month to use the coupon. And then right here, you choose which membership plans you want the coupon to be active for. So you just click on one, for example. And if I wanted the other one, I'll press the control key, the command key on a Mac, and then choose the next membership plan. And there you go. You can add a short description right here if you want to. Just go ahead and then hit publish. And there you go. I guarantee you that the coupons will work. So that's how you can make use of coupons. Let's now jump down to reminders. And this is also very, very important, just as important as the emails that you get and then the emails that your members also get. So you can add a reminder right here. And these are useful for things like, before a user subscription expires, or maybe after a sign-up was abandoned, before subscription renews. You have all the necessary triggers right here. So all you would need to do is you add your title, and then you now have the trigger. Okay, when should this reminder be activated? Is it going to be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, or 3 hours, or weeks, months, or years before a subscription expires? You can add your trigger right there. And then over here, you have the emails. Would you like to send a subscription expires reminder email to the user? Yes. Would you like to send a subscription expires reminder email to the admin? Yes. And of course, in here, you can just simply click on edit. And then you can simply edit the kind of emails that you want to be sent. And everything is going to be right here. So you can create as many reminders as you want. So let's just quickly do this. I'm just going to say, before subscription expires. Okay, so that's the title, and I've said 3 days before the subscription expires, send this reminder to the user. I'm gonna go ahead now and hit publish. So that's my very, very first reminder. I can go over here to reminders. It's right here, and of course I can add a second reminder. Simply choose the title and then the trigger and so on and so forth. Let's now take a look at one more major feature offered by MemberPress, and that's the ability to create online courses on your membership website. You can see right here we have courses, and it's a brand new feature that recently added. So how do we do this? You click on courses, and you can either click on the button right here to install and activate the add-on, or you simply come down here to add-ons, and then right here you will have access to all the available add-ons with MemberPress, but we're specifically interested in the courses add-on. So I'm going to go ahead now, click on install add-on, and and we're gonna wait for a few seconds for this to install, and now you can see it is active. Awesome. Now I'm gonna click on courses right here, and it says okay. let's just refresh the page. Okay, that didn't work. Let's refresh the actual backend first of all. And okay, so now I'm gonna go back to courses. Okay, so now it is working. So if you get that error message, just simply refresh your WordPress backend and all should be fine. Okay, let's add a course. I'm gonna click in here, add new. And as you might expect, I'm going to add a name for the course. So let's just call this one WordPress Security Masterclass. Okay, just as an example. And then right here, I can add like, you know, a description of the particular, you know, course, what it's about, things like that. But then up here we have the curriculum where we can actually add lessons. So I'm going to click on curriculum, and then right here I can click on add section. So let's say, for example, we want to add the introduction section. Okay, introduction. I'm going to add the section. Oops, I pressed cancel. Sorry about that. Introduction, press add. Okay, so this is the section introduction, and then we can add a lesson name. So I can say, for example, welcome to the course, just as an example. Okay, and I can click on add, and then I can add a second lesson. So let's just, as an example, say building a web page, just as an example. All right. Web page, let's add that one. And now as you begin to add lessons, you'll also see them on the right here. You will be able to search for lessons at some point in the future and then add them to new courses if you want to. However, how do you now actually add content to your lessons? When you hover on them, you'll see 3 different buttons right here. You want to go with the one in the middle, the one that has the pen. That is the edit button. So let's say, for example, we wanted to embed a video from Vimeo. Okay, let's say I wanted to, this is the video lesson. I can simply grab the link right here for the video from Vimeo, and then let's go to building a web page. I'm going to click on the edit button, and now it will say, are you going to leave the course editor? Yes. I'm going to click on save and exit. And now this will take us to the actual lesson page. And then right here, I can simply paste the code from Vimeo to embed the video. And of course, it's right here. I'm going to go ahead now and simply update. And now from here, I'm going to go back to the WordPress Security Masterclass. Let's go back there. So we have our curriculum. We have 2 lessons with one section called Introduction. And then finally, we do have the settings tab right here. And you can include this in your course listing. You can also add a link specifically for the sales page. Maybe you've created like a landing page or something like that. Let's see what it says right here. Actually, it says if the sales page URL is set for the course, then the course URL will simply redirect to the sales page. So yeah, it's basically you just building a landing page specifically for this particular course. I'm going to dismiss this, and I'm going to go ahead now and hit publish. And there you go. Let's view the course. And there it is. We have the WordPress Security Masterclass. We have the course curriculum. And you can see right now we have the first lesson, and then we have the second lesson right here. Let's try to watch the video. I've clicked in there, and there you go. So now you can see that it's actually working. And yep. There you go. So you can create your courses, you can add your lessons, you can add them in like a text format, you can add videos from YouTube, from Vimeo, or wherever you're hosting them. That's how you can create courses with MemberPress. And now that we have a course, the obvious question is going to be, how do we add the course to a particular membership plan? In other words, how do we restrict access to only those that have paid to be able to view the course? It's simple. Simply go back to MemberPress, go to your rules, and now I'm going to click on add new rule. And then right here where you have the protected content, you will now have access to courses because we now have the course add-on active. So right here you will see it says all lessons, a single lesson, all courses, a single course. You can also group courses by categories or tags. In my case right now, I can go with a single course, and then I can simply type in some words, and there it is, WordPress Security Masterclass. And then I can say, okay, give access to those who have the premium membership plan. And there you go. I can go ahead now and simply save the rule. Just to make sure that I'm not taking anything for granted, if you go back to courses, don't forget that you can actually add a category for your course. So right here, where you have course categories, you can add a new category for this particular course. Maybe you want to have another course in the same category. You'll do the exact same thing. You can also add a featured image as well as an excerpt for your course if you want to. But that's pretty much how to create courses and how to add them to your membership plans. All right, so in closing, I just wanted to briefly talk about the remaining add-ons that you have with MemberPress. And as you can see, you have a whole bunch of them. You have different add-ons for integrating MemberPress with your mailing software like ActiveCampaign, Allweber, and so on. You have ConvertKit. You have Constant Contact in here as well. But you also have with Beaver Builder, you have with Divi, you have with Elementor, and you also have with WP Bakery. So if you're using any one of these page builders, you can integrate MemberPress with them. You have the PDF invoice, which will actually be quite interesting. It's an add-on that would allow your members to download their invoices in the PDF format. So definitely check this particular add-on out. And then you have also gifting, where you can allow memberships to be gifted to users, and so on and so forth. So be sure to check out the different add-ons they have. And of course, if you're ever stuck, simply go to docs.memberpress.com, and right here they have plenty of articles on different kinds of topics and questions and things like that. You can simply go over here and explore the different ways of using MemberPress. And that's pretty much it. Well, there you have it. We've come to the end of today's tutorial on how to build yourself a WordPress membership website by making use of MemberPress. And I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give it a thumbs up, share the video with anyone who may feel might benefit from the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. And just a gentle reminder, if you decide to buy MemberPress plugin, please use my affiliate link in the description box below. If you have any questions or comments, of course, put them down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer as many of them as I possibly can. I'm Alex. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.